5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris, let's go. Show me what you got. I want to see the best Tetris you've ever played. Right here. I'm going to judge you. Just imagine that I've never seen you play Tetris before, and you're trying to impress me. Go on top out early, right? Because people will be like, oh, I can do that. Imagine you're like a CTWC champion, and you go to like you go to maybe a retro event or something, and you're like, yeah, I'm one of the best Tetris players in the world, and you just top out 20k. Like, no one would believe you. 31k for Tristop, 68k for PixelAndy. Oh, I didn't reset the stars. Oh, I'm in studio mode. That's what it is. There we go. Sorry about that. Tristop getting animated. I missed what happened. Sorry, Tristop. Sorry, I'm going to share that excitement. Alright, Tetris for PixelAndy. Has some empty rows here in row 4 and 5. If he takes some efficient burning over the top. Oh, he could even turn this into a Tetris. Well, it would only be a triple though. So yeah, doesn't hurt to take the double. Some awkward pieces there. Not really accommodating that too wide well that he had. So this will give Tristop a bit of a lead here. 200k lead, or I'm sorry, yeah, 90k lead, essentially. But 223k for Tristop, and finds that T-Tuck, drops another Tetris, makes that 246k to PixelAndy's 139k. Who was set up for a Tetris, and maybe over the period of this match, RNG will balance out here, and he'll get caught up. Nice adjustment to accommodate for that L piece, and he drops a Tetris. And another Tetris for PixelAndy. Make that another. He's throwing down. Still a pretty significant lead though for Tristop, who hasn't really slowed down either. That first 50 lines could be a thorn in PixelAndy's game here. We'll see how it plays out post-transition if it comes to it. Which of course, like, we're only going to see 1.2s and kill screens between these two. I mean, it's quite obvious. There's no other options. Just not maintaining that 100k lead. Okay, Tristop with a nice T-Tuck setup. Drops another one. And PixelAndy with a Tetris. I'm going to go back and forth here for a moment. 411k for Tristop, 328k for PixelAndy, who is slowly getting caught up here. He's been playing pretty much perfect Tetris to make up for those first 50 lines, but Tristop's not really giving him any room or making any mistakes on his end. He's got a pretty good 100 line pace for Tristop. That's when he drops a Tetris here, it'll be about 460k here. Not too shabby for some competitive Tetris. Ooh, he hangs the J piece there. So this could give PixelAndy a little bit of breathing room, right? So, depending on how quickly Tristop can work through this, and it doesn't look like it's going to be an instant fix. With that J misdrop, it kind of like created 3 rows to burn through, right? But he's Tetris ready, and PixelAndy did actually close the gap a bit. So 478k for Tristop, 448k for PixelAndy, who drops another Tetris. Tristop's also ahead on lines, something to think about. So it's actually almost neck and neck here. That single Jameis drop, PixelAndy took complete advantage of it. Tristop's going to transition at 526k. PixelAndy with the opportunity for a higher transition here, especially with this Tetris coming up. 542k transition for PixelAndy. Out for revenge after CTO4. I believe Tristop won 3-1 over PixelAndy and CTO4. PixelAndy throwing down. He hasn't really stopped since that 50 line mark. Tetris for PixelAndy. Tristop with the rough hang. Oh, he goes for not necessarily a Vitz, but close enough. A imposter Vitz, if you will. PixelAndy is going to have to take some burns. Not the best pieces, actually. Still, he manages with the correct placements there. Ooh, those squares. Man, those are some rough pieces. Okay. So kind of probably a breath, or a bit of a relief there for Tristop after his miss drop, given that PixelAndy wasn't able to take too much advantage of it. So Tristop does have a bit of a lead now. He's been Tetris ready. He threw down a few Tetrises now. 735k, make that 765k for Tristop, 695k for PixelAndy. So Tristop once again getting back to that lead that he had early on. But anything can happen in these last 5 or so levels before kill screen, and anything can happen on kill screen itself. Ooh, very aggressive play here for PixelAndy. Nice burn there, and he's going to drop a Tetris. 733k for PixelAndy as he approaches level 25. 836k for Tristop on level 26. So Tristop is ahead by 10 lines, something to account for. Because 10 lines of score on level 18, for example, could equate to 100k. So Tristop's going to top out 869k. PixelAndy is going to need 870k to take game 1. And he is not cleared just yet. Not really the best board. Going to have to take some singles. He is ready for a Tetris now. Getting droughted. Okay, finally gets a long bar. Need 870k. Drops another one, and PixelAndy's good for game 1. Bloop. There is a star. Alright, that was pretty tense game 1. Love to see it, see more of it. Gonna get it ready from PixelAndy and Tristop. We are good to go. Looks like Tristop's ready. Wants to make use of that Oreo power before it fades away. PixelAndy with a deliberate wait. Take this moment, I suppose. If you haven't already, check out the Matcherino. Plug it in. Oh, someone plug it in chat. Hit up that coupon code. I don't actually want your money. I just want you to use that coupon code because it doesn't cost you anything. Also hit up the YouTube. Hello, YouTube, if you're watching. All right, so... Oh, I'm sorry. PixelAndy's hovering over 3. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tristop versus PixelAndy, game 2. Yeah, that was a pretty tense game one here between Tristop and PixelAndy. I believe if that game were to run a kill screen, Tristop had a pretty significant advantage. Had a bit of a flop on one of his adjustments and was unable to recover, topping out on level 26. PixelAndy was able to secure the win on late level 27. We'll see what happens here in game two. Much better start here for PixelAndy, only taking one burn. Tristop's ready for a... He has double... Okay, good burn there. Actually, it's probably the best. Could have handled that situation there. But has an awkward left. When you have a flat board like that, can easily not be able to fill out your left, depending on the pieces. Oh, Tristop throws his controller with the Tetris. Showing that he has complete control right now. As we saw with his dropped adjustment. Another Tetris here for Tristop. 148k for Tristop, 144k for PixelAndy. And another Tetris for Tristop. Andy waiting for a specific tuck. Ideally a J plate. Yep, J piece, there we go. Takes the single burn with the L and another single burn with the J. Waiting for that long bar. Might try to build up a little bit on the left here. Actually, he decides to fill in the middle there. Which is fine. I guess if you play that way, you'll be more likely to be ready for Tetris. Tristop, kind of an awkward board here. Oh no, he takes a T piece. And he's going to top out at 199k. Oh, he's got his work cut out for him here. He wants to make a reverse sweep now. So, GG Tristop. There we go. This is Oreo time. Oh, I didn't realize it was still on reserve. I thought he already ate it. So that's actually a pretty significant game changer here in game 3. See if this burst of energy will help Tristop out. So, game 2 for PixelAndy on tournament point. Just needs to beat Tristop in one of the next potentially 3 games. And there's a start. You guys are ready? I'm ready. Got it ready from PixelAndy and ready from Tristop. Good luck, have fun. Game 3. Show me what you've got. I want to see it. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, Tristop's now at 100%. An unstoppable force with the Oreo fuel. At least according to last time. Hopefully the Oreo power doesn't get him too confident, right? Sometimes you'll have like overpowered characters get too confident and misuse their power. So as long as he can manage it properly, he should be okay to make this reverse sweep. But if he gets a little too confident, even with his 100% power... Oh! There's a sign of that confidence right there. Throwing up the controller in the air. Some BM towards PixelAndy. Not really, but I want to stir up the pot a little bit here. Make things interesting. 91k for Tristop, 34k for PixelAndy. Alright. Pretty clean board here for Tristop. Drops a Tetris. Has a 70k lead over PixelAndy. Start things off. Near perfect game here for Tristop, I think. I think he has a couple burns. Oh, a little bit of an ambitious setup there for Tristop. I love to see it though. And after this set, we'll be doing a giveaway for the copy of Tetris Effect Connected. So if you haven't already, hit up the giveaway. Play some Tetris with me. I'll gladly play with you. It's my favorite Tetris game of all time. I know I'm preaching to a choir of NES Tetris players, but you know, it's got classic on there. Alright, I don't know if that was a misdrop or some kind of way you did Tristop. These guys are goofy. They're mostly Tristop's goofy. I don't know if CTWC is throwing his control in there. He very well could be. CTWC's playing on a unicycle. 248k for CTWC, 285k for Tristop. My man's rocking the CTWC shirt from the recent 2020 CTWC. All right. Score check for the players. 359k for Tristop, 320k for CTWC. So Tristop is gonna be feeling a little bit good. You can tell with his controller throws and whatnot that maybe the Oreo power is in fact kicking in here. Boom! Tetris for CTWC. Tristop filling out the left, drops another Tetris, still Tetris ready, 408k for Tristop on pretty good pace here. And CTWC not too far behind. Same line count though, so a true pace lead here for Tristop. But only by 2 Tetrises here. And actually CTWC is gonna have to take some burns. Has a few gaps in row 4 and 5, so manages his way through pretty quickly. Tetris 4, CTWC. Approaching transition here. Tristop maintaining that 40 to 60k lead, depending on who scores the win. Tristop looking to be the favorite here going into transition. We'll see what happens in this next line. Makes an adjustment to be Tetris ready, and it pays off right away. Tetris 4, Tristop transitioning at 597k. Nothing to flaunt at there. And boom, Tetris for CTWC, 564k for CTWC, and once again running into some burns. So pretty favorable situation to start off this transition for Tristop. We'll see if he can play this out until kill screen, keep up that aggression. You don't want to play too safe against someone like CTWC, who is the recent CTWC 2020 runner-up. So I assume we're going to see Tristop continue to try to score as much as possible, knowing that CTWC is someone that can, in fact, get caught up in these situations. So, see how this plays out. Nice adjustment with that square for Tristop to accommodate the upcoming J piece. PixelAndy running into some misdrops. I think with that J misdrop, he is going to top out, and Tristop was already ahead. So Tristop is good to take game 3. And bloop, there's the star. Yep, Tristop on track for that reverse sweep. Only 2 more games now. Not as intimidating as having to take 3 games off of PixelAndy. Ready? Not ready. Okay. Computer's gonna die. Plug that baby in. I'll give Tristop a sub if he wins. Do be living. Glad to hear it. Computer is now on life support, so Tristop should be good to keep going here. We got a ready from PixelAndy, and I believe a ready from Tristop. Both are hovering 3. Good luck, have fun, guys. Game 4. Will Tristop be able to get that reverse sweep? Pumpy hard with a rate of 6. We got a table of 6 waiting for you. If you would like to have patio seating, let me know. We can accommodate. Ooh, awkward start here for PixelAndy. Finds that, yeah, I guess right piece is to burn. Decides not to burn there. Wanted to wait for the J instead. And it did pay out. It was a little sketchy, but it paid off. Yeah, early Tetris lead here for Tristop. Nothing significant. And Tristop's actually going to run into his own burning issues. So, should even out here in the first 25 lines. Puppy Heart, Tristop has won CTO4. This is actually a rematch of that grand final. Tristop was able to take it over PixelAndy in CTO4, 3-0 or 3-1. Tristop going for a competitive match, controller throw world record. I think he's at 4 or 5 by now. So it's time to hit 10. Alright, Tetris for Tristop, 169k. PixelAndy needs to take some burns, sitting at 130k. So, this is a early sign of a recipe for Tristop to take that reverse sweep. It's really early on here, but getting that 18 laid against someone like PixelAndy is crucial, so. He is on track if we want to go to Decider City. Alright, much needed Tetris there for PixelAndy. And another one. Putting in within reach of Tristop, 184k for PixelAndy. 243k for Tristop. PixelAndy up a little bit high here. Taking some burns to accommodate for the lack of long bars. Not what you want when you're PixelAndy, knowing that you're behind against someone like Tristop. And of course, when he covers the well against that long bar. They're bound to show up at some point, right? Hopefully. There we go. Tetris for PixelAndy, putting him at 223k. And another one, making that 246k. Tristop sitting at 335k, so Tristop with a pretty significant lead. Is going to have to run into some burning here right now. Takes the appropriate burns to actually make really quick work of that, and drops a Tetris. Pretty good pace here for Tristop. And another one. Looking poised to hit that over 400k mark at the 100 line mark. So PixelAndy seems to be in a comfortable position now. Hopefully he can keep up the scoring. There we go, another Tetris for PixelAndy, putting him at 362k. Tristop sitting at 434k. So PixelAndy can get caught up here. It's nothing too significant. RNG tends to balance itself out. But Tristop is on his last life. PixelAndy has a game to give. So it's crucial that Tristop tries to maintain this lead over PixelAndy here. Tetris for PixelAndy. Tristop getting some accommodating pieces here. Would like to fill out the left a bit. Okay. Decides to set up the overhang rather than take any burns, and it did pay off. He managed it correctly, finds that S-spin, and drops a Tetris. PixelAndy's going to transition. Just after transition, drops a Tetris, putting it at 506k. Tristop transitions around 538k. A little bit of buffering on his end. Hopefully his computer is alive. Okay. Tetris for Tristop. Oh, he sets up a Vitz. That was a ballsy move here. That's that Oreo power coming into play. And there we go. Tetris for Tristop. Okay. Rocky board there for a moment with poor Tristop. Gets the right pieces. Drops another Tetris, putting him at 647k to PixelAndy's 622k after that Tetris. Pretty close game. Tristop still with a bit of a lead, but as these Tetrises are starting to be worth more points, PixelAndy can get caught up if Tristop finds himself in any tricky situations. Tristop was set up for a dirty Tetris, doesn't get the long bar, so he's going to have to combo this down. A good opportunity for PixelAndy to get caught up in points. And it's practically tied now. Just imagine Kataru and Jeff side by side. Beautiful necks showing. Okay. Man, this is gonna be a rough situation for Tristop. Even if he gets out of it, he's gonna have to throw down. He needs to get something to the far right. Ideally a long bar. He gets it. Priority number one for Tristop is survival. Okay. PixelAndy, meanwhile, is scoring 852k for PixelAndy, 744k for Tristop, who's taking a lot of burns. He's almost cleaned up, actually. If he can get to scoring, there's a chance he can get caught up. He's gonna need some really good RNG though. There's one. 789k. PixelAndy has to take some burns. There's another one. 824k for Tristop. 931k for PixelAndy. So Tristop's got to go all in here, unless he's feeling confident on kill screen. Oh, the rough placements. This might be the end. We'll see if some magic can happen. Ooh, not looking like it. So, yeah, Tristop knows. GG, PixelAndy takes WPL CTO number 8 in a pretty killer game there to end it. With the max out. Love to see the old Max Areno. Well played, PixelAndy, taking his first CTO.